Tabs are a useful feature in Word that allow you to apply simple alignment to text lines that must begin or end from the same ruler position. It is useful where the text entries are short and all of them fit into one line. The disadvantage about using tabs is that a long textual entry that does not fit into the line will automatically not wrap to fit the tab format. Word allows you to use 5 types of tabs. Left tabs, which, like the conventional typewriter, allow text to be aligned against the left edge of the tab position. Right tabs, which allow text to be aligned against the right edge of the tab position. Center tabs, which allow you to align text on both sides of the tab position. Decimal tabs, which allow you to align columns of numbers on the decimal point in each row. Bar tabs, which are actually not tab stops and no text can be entered at their position. By default, Word has hidden tab stops that are spaced 0.5 inches apart. To move the insertion point to a tab position forward along the ruler, you need to press the tab key on the keyboard. To move to a previous tab position, you need to press Shift plus Tab keys. You can set tab positions from the ruler or from the tabs dialog box. To set tabs from the ruler, you need to hover the mouse cursor over the tab definer button at the left end of the ruler and read the screen tip naming the current tab type. Keep clicking on the tab definer button till you see the tab type you want. Click on the ruler at the position where you want to set a tab position of the selected type. The tab stop that has been set appears as a black marker on the ruler. You can click and drag the tab stop markers to reposition them after you have created them. To enter text, you need to press the tab key to jump to the next tab position and then type in the text. You can also set customized tabs with the tab dialog box. To invoke the tab dialog box, you need to double-click on any tab marker or select Format Tabs from the menu bar. The tab stop position box is used to specify the position at which a tab stop has to be created, modified, or deleted. The alignment area helps you specify the type of tab stop you want: left, right, centered, decimal, or bar. The leader area lets you define the type of leader you can use: dots, dashes, lines. Leaders are used to guide the reader's eyes horizontally across the line. Default tab stops allow you to set a default tab distance between tab stop positions. To clear custom tab stops, you need to place the insertion point within the line for which you wish to clear the tab stop. Select Format Tabs. Select the tab stop position to be cleared from the tab stop position box. Click the Clear button. Click on OK. If you wish to clear all the tab stop positions, you should click on the Clear All button in the tab dialog box. Tables are very useful to organize information in a columnar format. The advantage of using tables over tabs is that the text in long sentences will flow from one line to the next under the same vertical alignment in tables. Word tables consist of horizontal rows and vertical columns, the intersection of which forms cells. You type the text in tables in these cells. Tables can be seen in any view layout. Like most Word functions, you can create a table by using the Insert Table toolbar icon or by using the Tables dialog box. To create a table by using the Insert Table icon, you need to place the insertion point where you wish to insert the table. Click on the Insert Table icon on the toolbar. Point and drag the mouse over the grid till the highlighted grid matches the number of columns and rows you need in the table. If the grid size indicated is too small for your selection, click the mouse button and drag the selection to the right and down to increase the grid size. To insert a table from the Table dialog box, you need to select Table, Insert, Table from the menu bar to open the Table dialog box. In the Table Size area, use the Increment or Decrement buttons to define the number of rows and columns you desire in the table. Click on OK. To enter text into a table, you need to click on the cell where the text is to be entered. Type in the text. The text will automatically wrap downwards and increase the cell height to accommodate the cell entry. Press Tab to move to the next cell rightwards, or Shift plus Tab to move to the previous cell leftwards, or up arrow to move to the cell above, or down arrow to move to the cell below. To insert a row in a table, you need to select the complete row by clicking once from the selection bar to the left of the row. Select Table, Insert. From the drop-down list, choose Rows above or Rows below. To insert a column in a table, you need to hover the mouse cursor over the top border of the column till it becomes a thick, down-pointing arrow. Click the mouse button to select the column. Select Table, Insert. From the drop-down list, choose Columns to the left or Columns to the right. To delete rows or columns, you need to select the row or column. Select Table, Delete. Select rows or columns as applicable. To delete the cell entry in a table, you need to hover the mouse cursor over the bottom left corner of the cell till it becomes an upward right-pointing arrow. Click once to select the cell. Press the Delete key from the keyboard. You can also align the text in a cell in the table. You need to select the cell or position the insertion point within it and click on the appropriate alignment button from the toolbar. Perhaps the most common use of columns can be seen in the daily newspaper. Columns improve readability by aligning text into vertical panels with short lines that flow downwards. In fact, the regular text in a Word document can be considered to be a single column text. Word allows you to have two or multiple columns, separate them with lines or nothing at all, and control the spacing between them. You work on the contents and formatting of text in columns in much the same way as you work with ordinary text. Remember, you can view columns as columns only in the print layout view. Word allows you to apply columns from the columns icon on the toolbar or from the columns dialog box. You can apply columns to existing text or text that is yet to be typed. To apply columns to existing text from the toolbar, you need to select the text to be formatted into columns. Select the columns icon on the toolbar. Drag the mouse till the selection highlight indicates the number of columns you want, maximum being 6. Release the mouse button. To apply columns to existing text from the columns dialog box, you need to select the text to be formatted into columns. Select Format Columns to open the Columns dialog box. From the preset portion, choose the type of column you want, or use the Increment button next to the number of columns to define your own choice. Mark the checkbox next to the line between if you want the columns to be separated by lines. Regulate the spacing if necessary. Sample the effect in the preview window. Click on OK. As in the case of paragraphs splitting over two pages, you may come across paragraphs splitting over two columns. In such a case, it is advisable to use a column break, which helps you to shift the problematic paragraph into the new column. To use column breaks, you need to position the insertion point in the first character position of the paragraph to be manipulated. Select Insert Break. Select Column Break. Click on OK.